Okay, we ended off here with New Japan Best of the Super Juniors 2023. So we got a lot of matches to talk about. We got a lot of good stuff going on. I'm only going to talk about the matches that I really cared about or stuck out to me. And we'll get to it. We'll get to it. And the first match I saw was Bushi versus Dan Maloney. Dan Maloney, the new member of the United Empire. Freaking really great theme, good look, great finish. I have a high potential for this guy. He can talk his shit. The man loves cursing. But yeah, Bushi is outspeeding Dan, but Dan finally caught him with a drop kick. Top rope drop kick by Bushi, and then a Bushirooney. Rewind kick by Bushi. We get a Fisherman's Brainbuster by Dan. Hits the gore, because apparently there's, I think he was trained by Rhino or something happened, but he uses the gore and the Drilla Killa, which is, powerbomb position. Drop him in the fucking head, basically a gonzo bomb. So, good showing. We get Show versus Lio Rush. Evil attacks Rush in his entrance. That was my pick to win, by the way. It was Lio Rush. Lio gets attacked in his entrance. The match starts. Show rips Leo's head off with a fucking big clothesline. Hits a powerbomb onto his knees for a near fall. Show with the cross jacket pile driver. Rush kicks out. Rush takes out Evil with a dive. Leo is super fucking over, by the way. Then a dive for Show. Evil keeps getting involved because, hostile torture type beat. Nasty spear by Leo, which he uses the Lashley spear, which I love. Ref bump. Show gets his wrench. Low blow to Evil. Low blow by Evil. Leo uses the wrench. Hits the final hour frog splash for the win. Usually House of Torture stuff annoys me, but this was a good match. I would have to say this is the best match of the whole tournament. Speedball Mike Bailey versus Hiromu. And Speedball had probably the best performance in the whole tournament. It was Speedball and definitely Lio Rush and Hiromu. But holy shit, this match. Big chest kick by Mike Bailey right away. Speedball kicks and then an enziguri. Running drop kick off the apron by Hiromu. Hiromu takes it to the crowd. Suplex on the concrete by Hiromu. Then a running drop kick. And by the way, Hiromu is the reigning and defending IWGP Junior Champion. He's also won the damn thing 4 times in a fucking row. So this will come as a shock. What happens? Running drop kick. Speedball with some of the loudest kicks. This guy kicks the living crap out of you. Like, I was a big fan of Speedball and TNA, but this is where he gets to shine, man. Mike with a handspring gets caught with a German in midair because, Hiromu is the anti-air. Pop powerbomb into the running corner Death Valley driver by Hiromu. Mike with a moonsault into double knees, Jesus Christ. Running tornado kick in the corner by Mike Bailey. An amazing exchange of kicks and strikes. Then Mike with a moonsault to the outside. Sunset bomb to the outside by Hiromu. Dynamite plunger. Bailey kicks out. Pumping bomber by Hiromu. Bailey kicks out again. They trade super kicks back and forth. Tornado kick. Ultimate weapon, which is a shooting star press knee drop. Double knee drop. And Mike Bailey beats the champ and the freaking 4-time Best of the Super Junior winner on his fucking debut. Fantastic. TJP versus Kushida. TJP with a nice triple deathlock into a Mutallock. Hip toss into a dropkick by Kushida. Always so smooth. TJP ends up stealing it with a roll-up because Kushida pretty much lost every match he was in. And he lost in many different ways. I feel like they were trying to tell us something here. Like, hey, Kushida, remember when you went to the WWE? So, we get the, I would say this is the second best match of the tournament. Lio Rush versus Hiromu. Big time rematch. Because the match that they had before this was so fucking great. And this was good too. Hiromu cannot catch Lio though. He is trying to catch him and he cannot catch this man. Lio with a double kick combo. Lio with a suplex on the floor. Tossing belly to belly onto a chair. Poor Lio. That had to suck. Low dive by Lio. Hits another one and one more triple dive. Jumping knee into an F10 by Lio. That was really cool. Running Death Valley driver into the corner by Hiromu. Then another Death Valley driver on the apron. Hits a Diamond Eye plunger for a near fall. Inverted final hour by Leo to the back. Super kick and then a Pele kick, and then they trade roaring elbows. They're both knocked down. Leo with a Spanish fly into a stunner. Final hour, I think. Hiromu hits a catching cutter out of nowhere. Poison Rana into the rush hour stunner. What the frick? Then a final hour to Hiromu's back. Somehow Hiromu kicks out. Leo hits about 20 headbutts. Final hour, and he finally beats Hiromu. He gets his match. We're 1-1 with these two now. We get Speedball Mike Bailey versus Kushida. Chain wrestling to start off here. Kushida is wearing his old NXT outfit for some reason. They chain wrestle all the way to the floor while still holding on to each other. Mike kicks the guard post there. That had to suck. The noise it made was disgusting. Kushida is murdering his legs after that. Nice kick exchange, a nasty head kick. Kushida no sells, goes right into a submission. Mike with a moonsault, double knee drop into the arm bar. Mike keeps wrist control and is about to kick his chest. Mike with the spinning head kick in the corner. Kushida hits God's last gift for a near fall. Kushida with a double heel hook gets the tap out and the first one to beat Speedball. Ishimori versus Leo Rush here. Both are 3-0 at this time in the tournament. Ishimori is working over Leo's broken shoulder. Throws him into the freaking guard post. That had to suck. Triple H high knee by Leo. We get a hammerlock shoulder breaker by Ishimori. Trying to rip out Leo's arm, basically. Lord Ishimori with a jumping knee to the back of Leo's head, and then a reverse Bloody Sunday for a near fall. I don't even know how to say it. Leo ends up hitting a tombstone off a Hurricanrana. I don't know how to say it. Rush hour stunner, final hour, done. Big win here for Leo Rush because Ishimori is a menace usually. Then we get Teton versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Teton's another guy that was really tearing it up here. The crowd really got behind him. Big chest kick fight. Basically, they both start kicking the crap out of each other. Speedball hits his machine gun kicks. Teton with a nice springboard crossbody. Nasty axe kick combo by Mike. Moonsault to the outside by Speedball. Teton with a crazy suicide dive and then another dive. Ultimate Weapon on the apron by Mike. That had to suck. We get a crazy 5-kick combo by Teton. Such a fast one. Mike with the corner spinning kick. Flamingo driver for the win. That's Bailey's big thing. It's like a cross-legged headlock fucking one-winged angel. El Desperado versus Clark Connors. Another guy I was super big into now. I love heel Clark Connors. I love his team. I love everything about it. So we get a big pounce by Clark to start it off, and then they fight in the crowd. Big suplex on the floor by Clark. Big spine buster by Desperado for a near fall. Guys are chopping the hell out of each other. Despy sends Clark through 3 rows of chairs and then smacks the fuck out of him and then hits a suplex on the floor. Despy is getting pissed. Guitar of the Angels, Blue Thunder Bomb by Desperado. Both men grab chairs. They chair fight. Clark kills Despy with chair shots. Suplex by Clark on a stack of chairs. Despy steals it with a roll-up after getting murdered. Clark kills him after the match, but Desperado fights back with a chair shot to the head, and that's where we end it. Then we get Teton versus Leo Rush. The speed of this two is crazy. These motherfuckers can't even catch each other. Leo with a Hurricanrana on the floor. Teton locks in something that I've never seen before. It's kind of a standing Romero special. I don't even know what to call it. They trade kicks and super kicks. A nasty, cool facebuster into a nice super kick by Teton. Super kick into the rush hour stunner by Leo for a near fall. Teton with another crazy... This man has probably one of the best sweet chin music because he does it very Shawn Michaels-like. Triples kick combo by Teton where he hits a chest kick, front kick, and then a jumping super kick. Top rope double foot stomp for the win. Teton gets a big win here. I was pretty happy to see this. I never thought I would see this rivalry again. Kushida versus Hiromu. Hiromu is the man that debuted on Kushida and fucking wrecked him for the junior title, and that's how Hiromu got over. Eternal Rivals, one of the best feuds in a long time. Cartwheel dropkick by Kushida. He is working the arm early. Cartwheel heel kicks by Kushida also. Kushida with a swanton bomb on the standing outside opponent. Big strike exchange. I love the hate between these guys. You can just tell they hate each other. I love it. They fight it in the crowd, and they are going nuts. And then they're fighting outside in the grass. Fighting it outside. Hiromu with a running Death Valley driver on a truck. Both almost get counted out. Kushida puts his hands behind his back and tells Hiromu to hit me as hard as you can. Hiromu then hits him, puts his hands behind his back and is like, you hit me as hard as you can. Kushida with a sunset slide power bomb on the outside. That's usually Hiromu's thing. Hiromu goes for a crossbody, but he catches him mid-air with an armbar on the outside. Then he deadlifts him while on the armbar. Power bombs Hiromu on the outside. Hiromu then wins by count out because Kushida let the anger get the best of him because he just hates his man so much. Kushida versus Lio Rush here. Kushida sits on the floor, challenges Lio Rush to a wrestling off. They chain wrestle to start it off. Lio is using his speed while chain wrestling. Lio hits a dive on the outside. Kushida somehow catches him in midair in an armbar. So fucking smooth. Great super kick by Lio. Final hour, Lio wins. We get another fantastic. Again, this is probably the second or third best match. It's so hard. This tournament was really good. Lio versus Speedball Mike Bailey. The speed is nuts. It's in his fucking name. Lio with a super kick and a moonsault to the outside. Axe kick combo by Speedball. Then a running shooting star press by Speedball. Lio kicks out. Mitsunoku driver by Lio. Lio hits his low dive, hits three of them to the outside. Speedball with a double springboard twisting corkscrew splash to the outside. What the fuck? I didn't even know he could do shit like that. Lio dropping, basically a top rope knee drop. Big chest kick by Speedball. Lio no-sells the axe kick, hits a fucking great clothesline. That was hilarious. They both trade kicks. Lio with the Lashley spear. Lio with a Spanish fly on the floor, and then a top rope Spanish fly in the thing. Lio with the sweet chin music. Rush hour stunner by Lio. Then he misses the final hour. Spinning kick. Flamingo driver. Speedball gets the win. We get Titan versus Hiromu. Both LIJ members finally go at it. We get a chop off here. Titan with the Matrix dodge and then a nice freaking super kick. Titan with a flying headbutt to the outside. Titan with a reverse Indian deathlock, trying to get the tap out win here, because basically that's what he wanted. He wanted to tap out Hiromu, which is very rare. Running Death Valley driver by Hiromu. We get a kick up Pele kick by Titan. Dynamite plunger by Hiromu. Titan with a beautiful tornado DDT. Legit, probably the best one I've ever seen. Then Titan with a Muda lock while grabbing on Hiromu's hair. Hiromu hits a fucking attitude adjustment FU out of nowhere. Pumping bomber by Hiromu. Titan with, I'm telling you, this guy has to have the best super kick next to Shawn Michaels. Beautiful super kick, Shawn Michaels style. Titan hits the top rope double stomp, goes back to the Muda lock because he promised to tap out, and Hiromu actually taps out. We get an interesting one here. We get two heels. We get Dan Maloney versus Clark Connors. And I love this match. They beat the living shit out of each other. They go right out the ramp, stiffen the fuck out of each other. Dan with some stiff kicks to the spine of Clark with a couple of chops to the back, which in wrestling, I know all the wrestlers say that's a big no-no, is a chop to the back. Clark throws a bench at Dan. They fight it out with benches. The match finally starts, by the way. Both men toss each other on the outside. Dan tells the ref to shut his fucking mouth. Then he starts killing Clark with some of the stiffest chops I've ever seen. Snap power slam by Clark counters, and then Clark with a big spear. Another big spear. These guys have great chemistry, by the way. Dan with the gore on the outside and wins by count out. Big warrior match right here. The guys were just warriors killing each other. Speedball versus Master Wato here. Guy gets into a kickoff here. Machine gun kicks by Bailey. Moonsault to the outside by Speedball. And freaking zigzag by Wato gets the advantage there. Wato locks in his weird submission that I don't know what it's called, but it's so dope. Then we get a super kick and then a head head kick by Speedball. Wato hits his dope finisher. It's the side weird crucifix bomb. It looks awesome. Speedball kicks out. Ultimate weapon by Speedball on the apron, and then the ultimate weapon again in the ring, and Wato kicks out, which he has to be one of the only people to kick out of the ultimate weapon. Wato hits a Rikishi driver out of nowhere for a near fall. We get 4 head kicks by Speedball to Wato's head. Wato hits a super kick and then a super German suplex for the win. He's got this crazy elevated German suplex, but I don't know how someone's died yet. That was awesome. Great match here. We get El Desperado versus Titan here. Titan with a nice springboard hurricanrana. Despy throws Titan into a bunch of chairs. Jumping super kick by Titan, then a big dive. Titan jumps, so they fight it out in the crowd. Titan jumps off the fucking balcony with a crossbody. That was so high. Reverse Indian Deathlock by Titan, trying to get that tap out. Numero dos by Desperado, trying to get the tap out. Titan goes for the double foot stomp to the outside and misses. I don't know how his fucking ankles did not break. Oh my god. Guitar of the Angels by Desperado for a near fall. Desperado with a spine buster into numero dos again. That's his stretch muffler, Brock Lock submission. Canadian Destroyer by Titan. Double foot stomp, and Desperado taps out to the Muda Lock. Titan is trying to get everybody to tap out. And here we are, finally at the finals. The 2 people that I did not expect to make it. I thought for sure we were going to get Kushida and Hiromu once again. Or even like Hiromu in the finals to defend his thing. But he didn't even make it. You know, I wanted Lio Rush. Like, if I could have had the perfect finals, it would have been Lio Rush versus probably like Master Wato or something, or Lio Rush and Speedball would have been dope. But I give them credit. They put 2 of their up-and-comer guys, you know, their New Japan guys here. I've been saying Master Wato's up next for a while now, but this is the best of the Super Juniors finals. Big, fast-paced action here. Wato with a plancha to the outside. Wato also locks in this weird submission that I don't know the name of. Crazy springboard moonsault by Titan to the outside. Titan with a combo of kicks. Side crucifix bomb by Wato, but Titan kicks out. Snap tornado DDT by Titan. Springboard double stomp by Titan into the reverse Indian Deathlock. Then he locks in the Muda Lock. The crowd is going fucking crazy. Super German suplex by Wato, and Titan kicks out. La Mystica into a jumping super kick by Titan for another near fall. Double foot stomp again. Wato kicks out again. This is Wato's gimmick. He's been kicking out of crazy shit. Tornado kick by Wato into a bigger super German suplex. Picks him up again. Crucifix bomb. Done. Master Wato is your best of the Super Juniors winner. If I had to give the MVP award to this tournament, it obviously goes to Speedball Mike Bailey. It would be Speedball, Lio Rush, and Titan. Those guys carried this fucking tournament, man. But great debut for Dan Maloney. Great showing by Lio Rush. It was just such a great tournament. Usually, like, the best of the Super Juniors, I'll watch a little bit here and there. But this was, like, one of the only ones where I'm just like, I'm going to watch the whole fucking thing. I haven't watched the whole one since probably Pac was in it in a long time ago, probably 2017. But this was awesome. Speedball should have fucking won. I would love a rematch between him and Hiromu. That first match was the thing that kept me hooked in this whole tournament. But yeah, that was fucking awesome.